Hi, everyone, and welcome to day 14, the end of 2 weeks of our 30 days of yoga. Today, we're focusing on releasing worry, frustration, and boredom, that feeling of, I just feel stuck. I want to get out of here. And to balance that out with what we started at the beginning of the week, we started with feet, and today we're going to start with our hands. So let's get started. Like we usually do, let's take our comfortable seat. And once found, close your eyes. And then take a little bit more time with, what are your hands doing? Take your hands halfway in between your knees and the tops of your thighs, and then turn your palms face up. And as you take your breath in and out through your nose, start thinking about areas in your life where you might feel bored, frustrated. Do you feel that sense of worry? See what resistance comes up for you, resistance to letting it go. And then ask yourself, is that resistance still valid? Or am I ready to let it go? Making room for something new, something more vibrant, more supportive for me. And then fold your hands together in front of your heart. State your intentions for this practice. And with your hands connected to each other, feel where the hands are touching and feel the separation. Feel where they're not touching and feel the space in between, the power that's there. Gently release your hands back down to your thighs. Allow your eyes to gently open. And let's start by changing the cross of our legs so we make sure we're comfy. And then take your hands together, your palms, and roll. Just roll in circles. Get totally immersed in this action. And then roll your hands the other direction. And then come back to center. So now take your left hand out. Stack your right hand on top of your left hand. And then you're going to take your fingers on top, interlace, like so. And then gently lift the left palm up towards the sky as you're pushing out through the base of the left palm. Left arm is straight. So you're getting a nice stretch in all the way through the arm, through the forearm, up to the elbow. And then do the other side. So stack the left hand on top of the right. Gently lift that left hand up, push through the right palm. Release and roll wrists. Roll the other way. Roll them the other way. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Take your hands, the backs of the hands, and touch them. Now, cross your right arm over your left, right hand over left, and interlace the fingers. You're going to gently pull the right hand up towards the sky. The back of the right hand's lifting upward, and you're going to get a stretch across your left wrist, or left forearm, really. Feel that? Now, release gently and go to the other side. So all you have to do is arms back to back, cross left wrist over right wrist, clasp, and it is the left hand that's lifting upward and the right forearm that's getting the stretch. And then release. Now, let's come to hands and knees. Really focusing on your hands. So, you're rooted down through the knuckles of your hands. Just like when our palms were together, the base of the palm, the center of the palm really, is lifting because that arch in the hand is lifting upward and that's supporting you. So now, push down through the hands and take the legs back one at a time for plank. Gazing a little in front of you, feel the support that the hands are giving you here. They're part of the process. And then lift up and back into downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Release your arms down by your side. So now focusing on your hands as we do Surya Namaskar A, and how are they participating in this sequence? Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold it in. Plant your hands. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Lower to the floor. And inhale, Cobra. So the hands aren't doing all the work. The back's doing most of it, but they're helping. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feeling the connection that the hands have with earth, especially the index finger and the thumb. Look in between your hands and walk your feet forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands in front of heart. Release your arms down. More opportunity for the hands in up dog if you choose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale. So you're either going from to up dog or to cobra. Only the feet are on the floor in up dog. And then exhale, down dog. Really, the hands are also on the floor, obviously. Walk or jump your feet forward. Inhale up halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands in front of heart. Release your arms down by your sides. Let's come down to hands and knees. So for here, let's start in downward facing dog. So lift your knees. Take your feet wider than your hips and swing your heels over to the right, and then lift your sitting bones high to the sky. Inner left foot and outer right foot is what you're on here. Inhale, center, other side. So it's the outer left foot, inner right foot that connects with earth as you lift the hips. Inhale, center. If you want more work, you stay right here. If you need a break, let's come down to our knees, child's pose. And if you haven't joined us already, come down into child's pose. And together, lift up onto your fingertips. Claw the floor with your fingers and see how much work your fingers can do, lifting the arm bones, creating space so you can reach those hips back a little further, and creating a little bit of pushing the fingers forward will take those hips back. Hands underneath shoulders, press yourself up or use your abdominals. Downward facing dog again. Keep building, building, building more hands. This time, going into Vashisthasana, side plank. Spin onto your right outer foot, stack the left foot on top of the right, and maybe you're choosing, okay, I'm going to stay here and just keep the hands on the ground. Look at your right eye of the elbow, pointing straight forward here. And then right shoulder on top of wrist, left arm up to the sky. Lift, lift, lift. Extend through the crown of the head will really help you stay balanced. And then down, other side, roll onto your left outer hip. You're externally rotating that upper arm so the eye of the elbow points straight. Right arm up to the sky. And then come down to plank and back to down dog. Again, if you want a break, you go to child's, otherwise stay here. And join us back into down dog. Now, same thing, Vashisthasana on the right side. So spin onto the right outer foot, left arm up. If you choose, you can go deeper. You can bend this left knee. First two fingers, grab the big toe, and then lift. Straighten the leg up. Set it down. Set the hand down, other side. Maybe you add the foot in the air. Release. Come back into downward facing dog. Come down onto your hands and knees. And now let's simply turn our hand over. So the left hand, you're going to turn over onto the back of the hand, fingers face your knee. And you're going to slowly just start. If you want it more intense, you just go back. If you want it less intense, move forward. Release, go the other side. And uncurl the hand, come to sitting on your heels. Roll your wrists. Roll the other direction. And then come to sitting in a comfortable position for you. Easy Sukhasana, and close your eyes. Take your hands halfway in between your thighs, and then either turning your palms up or taking them, facing them down. And with your eyes closed, letting every exhale take you deeper. So by now, this visualization is very familiar. So once again, finding that worry, that frustration, that boredom inside you. And calling on that white light from so far beyond. You don't know where it's coming from, but you see it coming into focus, coming closer and closer. As you prepare, creating those esoteric holes in the bottom of your feet, one in each foot, and then one at the crown of your head. And then you see that white light coming even closer. It's above the roof of wherever you're at. And drawing down through the roof, through the air, down into the crown of your head. Reaching in, sweeping up all of that worry and frustration, boredom that it finds, clearing it out of your head, your neck, your throat, down through your shoulders, down through your arms. And taking a little bit more time for your hands. And then traveling upward, back, down your shoulders, into the belly, the low back. Gathering whatever it finds that is no longer serving you. Down into the hips, seeing all of that worry and frustration, seeing all of that boredom just drain out your feet. And the light is now moving through your thighs, down your knees, your ankles, and your feet. Those last little remnants getting sucked up and whoosh, going out your feet. And you're once again filled fully and completely with this beautiful white light. You may choose to stay here or come down into Shivasana. As you begin to deepen your breath, bring small movements into your body. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead, point through your toes. And exhale your arms back down by your sides. Bending your knees, roll onto your right side. And press yourself up to a seated position that's comfortable for you. Folding your hands together in front of your heart and take stock. Take notice, take note. Where do you feel lighter, freer? And choose to fill it, those new spaces, with something that you want. Interlace your fingers and then press your palms out in front of you. One more stretch for the hands. And at the end of week 2, feeling victorious, lift your arms overhead, just to whatever degree felt really uplifting. Exhale, lower down the arms, hands in prayer in front of your heart again. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you very soon. Namaste.